first-party title for the Nintendo Wii, released only in Japan and only in Europe, but never made it to America. Was this a mistake? Possibly, but again, possibly not. The loading screen shows obviously a man running off a cliff, as typical of any disaster. Manteguilis in South America. How ironic that the game takes place in America and was never released there. Then again, that's possibly a good reason, considering all the natural disasters in the game. The cutscene shows the character Raymond Bryce rescuing a man from the base of a volcano.
We got nothing to worry about, friend. Don't worry, we're professionals. We're gonna take good care of you. Right. Just putting things up on my end too. Listen, I'm not gonna let you fall, okay? And even if you did fall, I'd jump out there and catch you, no sweat.
What romantic. Skip the cutscenes. Suffice to say, what happens, the volcano erupts and the rescue helicopter containing all the people crashes. Presumably they're all dead. Of course it gives you this whole thing about how to control the game. Let's have a look up at the volcano and press C to move the camera. Okay. Controls are simple. You move basically using the stick on the nunchuck. You press A to jump.
This is too much. Helicopter's down.
It's quite reminiscent of games such as, you know, these typical adventure games. I'm trying to think of a good example, but I don't have one. Here we go, and here's the sprinting tutorial. Basically hold B and run, but you can't sprint for too long, otherwise it will drain your stamina. It is absolutely pointless sprinting because you only need to use it at that point in time, unless you want to get there in a hurry.
Split in two.
And you get caught on fire. To put yourself out, you just shake the remote like that, and that's how you get the fires off. I'm going to quit this and we'll show you a gunfighting section of the. In between stages of the game you will come to this screen here where you have access to the different actions. You gain experience throughout levels. You can gain SP and BP. SP is used for upgrading your character, such as how much firearms he can carry, how much ammo he can carry, his skill with firearms, his strength, how you can concentrate in a gunfight, and also how much energy he gets from food. If you want to get lots of experience, you have to increase your metabolism first. It'll cost you a lot, but you will get more energy from your food and more experience. Any energy that you don't receive from food gives you experience. So for example, if you had your metabolism at level 1 and a hamburger refills you from empty to full, if you have your metabolism upgraded, you will be restored to full and also gain a certain amount of experience. You can also buy and upgrade weapons using BP. You start off with one weapon, you start with your favourite handgun, but you also get, after the first level, an assault rifle and a shotgun. You can also upgrade these weapons by meeting up with an FBI agent mid-mission, and you can unlock weapons such as junk, obviously. You also can get a bowgun. You can also unlock the rocket launcher, which I haven't unlocked yet, and there's also a pulse gun and a Gatling gun. There's all these rare weapons that are really difficult to unlock. However, let's select a stage. You can go back and play any missions you haven't completed. Try and find a good stage for shooting. Here we go. Stage 5 I think is okay. This takes place after you've... This mission takes place after you've moved a bus out of the way of blocking the park. Don't understand why you couldn't climb over the thing, but still. Graphics wise this game is okay. Graphics wise the game is okay. Most of the cutscenes have pretty impressive graphics for the Nintendo Wii, but you'll probably find that at some point during gameplay it's probably sub 3D quality. It's not bad, but it could be better. Yeah, but the thing I absolutely hate about this game is the driving levels. And here we go, here's a driving section in place. We have to follow this van, and it's done by holding the remote like that. And it's basically just a case of dodging cars and trying to catch up with these vans. Now there's a problem with this, because the driving's very unforgiving. You make one violent swerve or drive over any little pebble and you will probably end up flipping all over the place. This is evident in a later level, which I'm not going to show because it shows quite one hell of a spoiler. And I've just crashed straight into a car and I'm all over the road. Right, and that was me holding the accelerator button down the whole time. Okay, I found a shooting level. And when you replay a level, it does have some bonuses. This is after a volcanic eruption. The air is saturated with volcanic ash and you cannot stay in it for too long. And then it gets to the absolutely ridiculous section of having to fight off a helicopter with a handgun. What I don't understand is why they've blown away these two carriages but they don't blow away these two. And they don't run out of rockets because there are more to use. Out comes the handgun. What weapons have I equipped? Ah, good. It's very Time Crisis-esque, this game. You can select from a selection of gun which you have equipped. Here I have an assault rifle. Although one of the best guns which I have is the semi-automatic handgun. Or actually it's an automatic handgun. I've set it up with automatic fire, so... Very Time Crisis-esque with the hiding and the reloading and all the rest of it. The shooting stages are quite good, although they do have a few tweaks which could make them better. You can zoom in on your target. You can zoom in on your target, you can do more damage by zooming in. And basically whenever you see a crosshair hide, it's a bit of a cross between that and Virtua Cop. So in conclusion, for the £5 that I paid for it, I bought it for £5 pre-owned. It's a good game. It's a very good game. Well, there's nothing really more I can say really. It's graphics-wise it's good, music-wise it's excellent. Storyline a bit cheesy and a bit cliche, but it does work well. It works well for the sort of game it is. It's a first-party Nintendo title, and it's probably, to my recollection, their first attempt at making a sort of modernised game to try and combat the slew of first-person shooters for the 360 and the PlayStation 3. Oh yeah, in terms of rescuing people, I haven't shown any footage of this, but yeah, most of the time it's just a little mini game, sort of trauma center, trauma team inspired, where you have to do some sort of like, for example, someone will have an injury, you have to rinse the injury off with water and then wrap it in a bandage. Or if someone's had a heart attack, you've got to perform CPR by using a selection of button mashing and motion control. All in all, it's a pretty good game. There's no real complaints with it. For £5 it's good. I'd recommend try and get a hold of it. It's worth a shot. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching.